Up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be discussing the season finale of the Housewives of Potomac. And before we go into the episode, we got some news this morning where we
Some
first heard
exciting
that
news.
somewhat we found out that allegedly Robina is no longer she's not going to be a part of the next season, thankfully.
Mm,
Hopefully, this is true. And then we also saw where
right.
Candice has also decided to leave the show. She was not
Mm-hmm.
fired, she decided to leave the show. And I don't know, I didn't, after what went down last night on the last 10 minutes of the finale, I was not
Mm-hmm.
expecting to wake up to see the news that Candice is leaving the show. And
I
yeah,
mean,
that's
it's
all
not
I'm working
necessarily
on.
surprising to me. I
It's
don't
not.
know. No.
Yeah, I
I
think it's
mean,
best for her because she wants to do the
it's
music
best.
thing and she's doing acting as well. So you don't want to tarnish because obviously the show is somewhat going downhill. So you want to
Yeah.
leave the party before the lights come on. Um,
And that
in
fight
reg-
between her and Deborah. I mean, we
that
may never know
too,
what happened in the back in the
yeah, and the fact that they were trying to
so
blame her
right, that's
for
what
the
I'm
reason
saying.
is like I
So
think maybe that's when she decided to bow out and say, you know what, this is not going to
mm-hmm.
work. She's going to leave this ship. Regarding Robin leaving or got fired, not leaving, but getting fired allegedly, I am
Mm-hmm.
happy. I
I'm very
think
happy.
it's will give this next season a final shake up because after what we saw last night, we see that okay, we have story to get out of Mia for next season. And we saw
Yeah.
again what happened in the news with Karen, where she also met in an accident and also was charged with a DUI
Mm-hmm.
and she blamed it. I don't want to say blamed it, but she stated that she
She was
was,
crying on her way.
yeah, about her mom and it's near Mother's Day when Mother's Day is 2 months down the line. So
Right.
we know that's going to be a hot topic next season. So I know that is going to be very juicy. Um, yeah, so I would love to see how Giselle basically fends for herself without having Robin at her
Right. I want to
crutch.
see that.
Yeah.
But I'm really
Um,
glad she's gone because she's the worst
Housewife.
OG housewife in
Yeah.
history.
She was on a little bit too long because I think when season five ended, before Monique decided to not come back, it was alleged that she was not going to be brought back for season six. But then when Monique
Mm-hmm.
decided to quit the show, hence why they kept her around. And ever since, I'm like, she has no more story left. She had one option
Boring.
of when one situation went down when she came into the season, which she shouldn't have been brought back, in my opinion. But that
Mm-hmm.
she came back and she still gave us literally nothing. So I can see where it's yes, it's really time for you to go because you're not giving us any story. All you're doing is just being
Goodbye.
Giselle's linebacker. So yeah, you gotta go. Um, yeah, I think that was pretty much the news surrounding Potomac. What's going
Mm-hmm.
on? For me, what were your thoughts on last night's episode? Because yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna give it a 9 or 9.5.
wow,
It was, it
that's the
was, it
highest
was.
rating ever
This
given
is the
this
highest
episode
rated.
from the season started.
How much you rated though? I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
say a nine,
give it.
a eight,
I'm gonna give it an 8.5. And the
a eight and a
reason
half.
why I'm not giving it a 9 is the reason why it got an 8.5 is because of what
Mm-hmm.
Mia gave us last in the last scenes. The reason why
True.
I'm not giving it a
True.
9 or 10 is because I can't believe the producers had these juicy
That's what I'm
realness
saying.
and
They
you
really
wait until the
fumbled.
finale to
They
drop
really
this.
fumbled this storyline because this is what they were supposed to be covering. This is real
Exactly.
life. This
The
is
fact that
reality
you
show. This is
picked
entertaining.
the fact that you picked cameras back up for the news being that they are separated, you should have went
Mm-hmm.
back through the footage because when that happened, I believed the season didn't even start airing. What did it? No, I think it did
No.
because no, I think it did not really start airing. I think the trailer came out because we saw in the fight where she said that Gordon was upset regarding the conversation with
Yeah.
Ashley and me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the trailer was out, but not the season hadn't started as yet. And the fact that they could not find anything to give us breadcrumbs to show the
Mm.
build up to this issue.
That was crazy.
Yeah. And the fact that you didn't surround most of the season around them, the fact that you have this nice, real, raw moment coming at the end of the finale,
Right.
and you couldn't
And
find anything.
I must say, Mia is very trifling. She's very
Mia,
trifling.
I wouldn't even say Mia be lying. Mia be cheating
Maybe.
because I'm like, girl. And then we don't know if, and we saw the reunion where it's still a question where he's questioning if the child is even his.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is the messiest
Very messy.
housewife storyline I've ever seen. Like,
It's
Mia.
just crazy on the producers end that they didn't were able to cover this or like give this to the fans.
Yeah,
This would be, I'm sure this would have brought the viewings up and all of that. Like, come on now.
it would have
So,
brought the views up, and I
at
don't
this point, they
know.
need to start getting rid of the producers too. Get some new ones because these ones are
Yeah.
the
I'm glad that's based on the casting changes. I'm hoping the next person I want to see go is Ashley. I don't want her
yeah.
back. I don't care, especially the stunt that she pulled on the finale. I don't want her back.
Mm-hmm.
Neka can go. The only way she can stay is depends on how she performs at the
I
reunion.
kind of like her a little bit.
I don't like
Even
her.
with this Deborah thing or confession,
That's
I
the
was
only
like,
time she
damn, I
made
have to
sense the
agree with
entire
her.
season.
She
That's the
really
only
did
time
make
she made
sense.
sense the entire season. I said the only reason why I would make her stay for the next season
Mm-hmm.
is how she performs on the reunion. Because she comes on the reunion and gives that same tired shrine foolishness and nothing more details, nothing more. It's just about you. And
Needed
then
an
the fact that we
apology and
saw in
all
the
of that.
trailer where she said that Wendy was trying to ice her out. It's like, girl, go somewhere with that information. So
Right.
it depends on how she performs on the reunion for me to know if I will care for her to be back next season. But for now, she's a chop. Yeah, she gotta
I
go.
kind of agree. Yeah.
She gotta go. In regards to the continuation where we saw last night from the fights, what were
Mm-hmm.
your thoughts on the fights? What were your thoughts on what we saw, the aftermath, basically? On the,
Um, I'm still confused how Kiana, that's her name, got into it.
yeah.
Um, I guess she punched her or something, allegedly. I was trying to like put the pieces together to get what's going on because some people are still confused how she got into the fight. But with her explanation, she was like, I was just trying to push her back or some stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kiki. Well,
I would love to see more of her though.
I want her next season, but again, with the
Yeah,
altercation that went down, I'm not
probably not.
100% sure how if they will
Yeah.
bring her back. But again, I didn't even say she necessarily caused the fight because what, from my understanding, is Sesame Street came up
She
to
shouldn't have
Candice.
gone over there or
She
confronted
shouldn't have been
Candice.
there in the first place. She came up to Candice. She trying to make converse, whatever. Candice gave her dust, and then she threw a drink on Candice. And because of her throwing the
Yeah.
drink, because
I
before
mean,
Kiana was telling her, yeah, not right, yeah, not and she
yeah.
threw a drink on her, and then we saw where because of that, it's
I
like I'm
mean,
assuming she was defending Candice. So
I
hence why
guess
that's pretty much went down. But at the
that's
end of
what
the
I
day,
want to
the bro
assume.
threw the drink first. And if
Yeah.
Kiana
So
was
whatever
beside
come
Candice,
after,
and if
that's it.
Kiana was beside Candice, I'm sure some of that drink caught Kiana as well. So rightfully so, you're going to retaliate. We are humans, it happens. Not saying it's right, that fighting,
Hmm.
but we are humans. I'm sure anybody in a
She started
situation
it
like
by
that.
throwing the drink.
Right. Fair is fair.
Mm.
Now, for the following scene, we saw it was photo reveals. Your thoughts on these photos? I'm sure you saw it on the internet when they were showing that little video montage showing each person, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Robin looked
nothing
lazy,
like what?
just lazy. Nothing like
Oh,
Mariah
nothing.
Carey.
And I'm glad that I'm glad that she was brave enough
She
to
admit
say
to it.
that she
Yeah.
didn't look anything like Mariah
She
Carey,
was
which is
looking
great.
real lazy over there in the picture. Like,
Yeah,
no. Candice was cute. It was pretty. I don't know if what was she as she again as
don't
I don't remember
remember.
who
Oh, I think
I
she
don't
was Diana
remember.
Ross.
Diana
Candice was
Ross. I
Diana
mean,
Ross. Yeah.
I don't know if she was looking like Diana Ross, but she was looking good in the pictures.
Yeah, I think most of them
Um
never really looked really much like the person. It's just that they looked good,
no.
are the best
No,
they've ever looked.
Wendy did. Wendy
Wendy,
really bodied. her I think she was Shirley Lee Ralph.
Yes,
She really did
yes.
from the Dream Girls, and
Yeah.
she if it was she would have win if it was like a competition or something because she
Yeah.
really did bodied her. She really looked like her, and yeah,
Giselle spoiled it
indeed.
for me the minute she started dancing. I'm like, girl, you just gave did a spoil your shit for me. Because she dressed up in the formation outfit,
For
and
me,
we're
say
like,
yeah,
okay, I
it
could
was
squint
okay.
and see where
Yeah,
you're
if you,
going with this. But the minute she started putting on her dancing, I'm like, girl, get away with this shit.
the
Because,
ear could
like,
have been
yeah,
better too. The hair could have been
the
better.
hair
It
could have
was
been
looking a
done
bit
better. The
messy.
dance could have
Yeah,
been better.
like
Like,
Beyonce
everything
would
could have been better.
never.
It would never. She should be ashamed. Very much
Indeed.
ashamed. That was really much at the party we saw where we had Ashley saying that she took a break from Deborah and also that
Mm-hmm.
she was somewhat trying to make it seem as if Candice was this reason for this altercation when she
Yeah.
was not there. She was trying to make it seem that Candice was the one who was she and Wendy were the one who were talking about her. Deborah decided to step over to find out what happened. And first of all, we saw in the audio she was not saying anything regarding her. Deborah was the one who initiated the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
again, if it was Candice and Wendy speaking about you, why when you went over you only confronted Candice?
Right. Why
But you
did you
don't have
not
strength. You don't have
confronted
strength for Wendy. Wendy's too
Wendy?
tall for you. Like I don't know what it was.
Probably.
Um, again, we see where there were screenshots showing that after the fight went down, we saw where Deborah was going on
Went
social media
online and
saying that,
doubling down.
right, making it seem as if like she left unscratched and everything like that. So
I swear her
why
mouth
would
was
she?
bleeding.
Who, Deborah?
Yeah. Her
Possibly.
mouth was bleeding or something.
Possibly, but she probably was swallowing the blood in her mouth, so she doesn't seem like she went ahead and was unscratched. But I don't know, it was a mess. I'm glad that no
It was
actual
mess.
housewives were caught in it because we didn't want a repeat of season 5. And I'm kind of glad it was at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the episode because I couldn't deal with this being the
Yeah.
storyline for the season where they kept talking
Because
about this
all in
fight.
all, what I saw was, which I'm sure nobody else really caught it, or probably they did, was Gizelle and Ashley. They were. I feel like if it was like in the middle of the season, they would have dragged it, talking how they made a mess at your show and
Yeah,
something that they try so hard to build. GNA, come on now, GNA is nothing. The
yeah.
them
I don't think
fashions
anybody
are.
left that show was thinking that I can't wait for it
Thinking
to be
about it,
launched to go
I'm
and
sure they
purchase
don't
this.
remember that.
I'm
They
sure
don't
they didn't even
remember
know why they
the
were even
fashions.
there. I'm sure they just said that they're filming the finale and you guys are gonna be
That's that.
in the audience. I don't think anybody really knew this was a fashion show being revealed for a new line
The
that you
fashion
guys are
show
doing.
was just the sidelines.
Yeah. We found out in this scene, I was supposed to cover it last week, but it slipped my mind, where we found out that Giselle's father unfortunately passed away after
Yeah,
he did his surgery.
rest in
Condolences to
peace.
her.
Yeah.
Yes, so we did find that out. We also saw in the title, and what I realized with this episode, it was literally 3 scenes. And we
Mm-hmm.
can tell that they chopped and screwed this episode to fit in the drama with me at the end, which thankfully they did it
Yeah.
that way because it would be so, although it was stupid for the finale, this is when we're getting this juicy realness. But I am
Mm-hmm.
happy that we know that they were supposed to, I guess, show Karen's birthday party. And I'm assuming that would have been the actual finale. But because
Oh,
of what
okay.
went down and cameras being picked up, I guess they chopped that scene. So that scene was not included. But we saw where literally in the middle of the episode, we got the titles for each person to show that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we saw 3 months later when we had this awesome, real, authentic
Like this
scene.
is what we've been waiting
This
for
is
the
what
whole
reality
season.
TV should be, and I'm so happy I did not see a news this morning saying me I would not be returning for season 9 because
Right.
RHOP would have literally gone flatline if she
Mm-hmm.
decided not to return. And I'm so happy that she is hopefully will be on for the next season so we can get more realness out of it. And I'm hoping they
Yeah.
center this season around Mia and Gordon. Hopefully he comes on back. So, and of course her new boo, Ink.
Right.
I'm
Ink.
hoping they bring all of this realness back and also center it around Karen's PR stunts that she
Mm-hmm.
concluded with why she met in an accident and less of the foolishness. We no longer have Candice, so we
I
won't
hope they
have
do not
this.
bring the NECA and Wendy
That's why I
drama
said I don't
back
want Nika
next
back
season,
because I can see it in
please.
Nika's eye. She's already hanging out with Giselle and robbing them off
Mm-hmm.
air. So it's like obviously they're already plotting
It's
for
giving
what
she
is
replacing Robin. That's what it's giving.
well, Robin should just have been left from the chopping board from season 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why she made
Yeah.
it so long, but kudos to her for pushing through so long. Um, but yeah, the scene was really good. We found out some stuff where we found out Mia apparently before getting married, she was, of course, this guy was her first love. So let me put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
It was her first love before she met Gordon. Again, Mia stated that due to work differences on both of them, the relationship did not work out. But again, she was still in contact with the guy and she was still messing
Yeah.
with the guy. And again, she met Gordon. Gordon was aware of Ink, but still purchased a car for Mia. So he knew that she was seeing or talking to this dude and still pursued her. And of course, she decided to marry him.
Married him.
And again, remember in the relationship, as he stated that when he was, I don't remember which birthday or what anniversary or whatever, he said that he
His
says
70th birthday.
yeah, he wasn't
Yeah.
able to perform because he had, I think it was some cancer or something like that. I
I
said
think
had.
it was prostate cancer.
Right.
I think.
So he gave her a hall pass. Well, not really a hall pass,
Mm-hmm.
but to go ahead, but to be discreet and not to bring the person around the child,
The
which Mia
the
decided
kids,
not
yeah.
to obey any of that. She said, screw that. I'm going to bring them around the kids if I want to, where the kids are even coming back to Gordon asking him if why is
Why she
mom trying to
sleeping with,
replace
yeah.
Messi?
This is
Like,
trifling to me because she was ready to divorce Gordon
but
over
we
them
saw it in the
bickering
season where she
because she
finding excuses to why she
yeah,
wants to
yeah,
leave.
she was so many excuses, but like I said, I just feel like she just wanted to leave. I
Yeah.
don't know why Gordon is just holding her there, but like I said, how trifling she is that she was ready to divorce Gordon because she didn't want the kids to see mommy and daddy bickering, but yet still you had the kids seeing mommy sleeping with another guy. Like that's crazy. That's very crazy to me. But like I'm just here for the entertainment though.
I'm here for it. I am just, and I'm really hope they pick cameras up back quickly as
All
possible
in
so
all,
they
I
can
love the
start.
realness.
Yes,
So
yes, I
this is
love the
what I
realness.
wanted Robin and I want to bring, but no, their scenes was just very staged
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
why they
It
should
wasn't
go.
giving real. This is what they
Yeah.
were supposed to be giving.
Yeah. Well, we saw the reunion looks that came out. I'm going to share my screen so we can take a look on it.
Mm-hmm.
One moment.
Okay.
All right, so let me pull up the share my screen. Okay, here we go. Let me know. Are you see my screen?
Just a moment. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
seeing your screen right now.
All right, so we first have Candice. This is what she decided to wear to
Love,
the reunion. I love it. It's
love,
very simple. Again, persons as a disclaimer,
chic.
I'm not a fashion icon, so I may not go in nitty-gritty into
I
the
know
specs,
a
but
few
yeah.
fashion terms, but this is giving
Okay.
very chic. I like this.
Yeah, I love this. It's very simple. It fits her body
Yeah.
structure. Of course, she had to have the mic in it because, she does her singing. And yes, this was really good. And I love her makeup and everything. It was literally, she
Mm-hmm.
just looks flawless to me.
Flawless,
The
pretty.
next we have was the Grand Dame, who is
The
now
Grand
sitting,
Dame
who took Giselle's seat at the reunion and is
showing all
now
them legs.
legs at her age at 60. She looks really
She
good.
look
I
really good. I
love
love this look.
the
Yeah, I
hair
love this look. Yeah,
because the
I love the
hair,
short hair.
yeah, it fits her face structure. Whoever did her makeup did it well. This dress, like, it reminds me though, when I look on the top part of it, it reminds me like a tree bark. I don't know if I'm the only one getting that, but it has that tree-ness to it. Like, it looks like it's
Yeah,
stiff, but I don't know if it's actually stiff, but it just looks very stiff.
I
But
love it.
I love this look. Okay, the next person we have was one moment. The next person we got in this was we had Ashley. So this was
Ashley.
Wendy first. And Wendy looks to me, she
Love.
looked, I liked this look for Wendy. The only thing that's throwing me off for
Mm-hmm.
some weird reason is the chain around her neck. Like, it's not giving me what I was expecting. I'm sorry. Like,
I like it. I like
and
it.
then the dress, like, I like the look, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, something about the chain just looks not, should not be there. We then had Mia, who, this was her look.
It was
And
okay too.
she got
Okay.
first chair as well. I
Of
liked it when
course.
she was sitting down, but then when she stood up, I was like, oh, that's what's happening there. So yeah, I'm not too sure. To me, though, the material of the dress reminds me of hair. If you look closely, like it looks like hair, like
Yeah.
like
Not
it has
my
that
this is
texture
not
look to
my
it.
top three favorite. This is not one of my top three
Right.
favorite. No.
Then we have, this is a grand dame. We saw this, so here she is, of course, looking good.
Slain.
Then we had this
This lazy. She
this
always be
this
sitting down
Batman
or
and
laying
Robin,
down.
like she's about to go save the planet, dressing like with this cape looking look. Don't know
I
what she
didn't
thinks
like
she's
it.
giving. Her face and makeup look good, though. I love the hair. The hair fits her, but I don't like what she was wearing. Like,
I
yeah,
didn't like
this
it.
dummy.
She's always she's
Her
just too
dress
goofy.
similar-ish gives me similar vibes to Candice's, the lace look, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
like the thing around it. Like I don't know what that was. I don't know what is she doing. Her hair, I don't like the hair as well. I think it ages her. Like I don't know. She has a nice body though and everything, but the
Yeah.
dress was not really giving what I thought she thought it would have been given. But yeah, Miss Neka, I must say,
I
for her first
didn't
reunion, she looked okay. She didn't look horrible. She didn't look the best,
fairly okay.
but she looked okay. But yeah, this was Miss Neka for her first
I feel like she
reunion.
would have like come better with this for her first This is a
Yeah.
bit basic to me.
Yeah.
Her
Here we
outfit is
had
a bit
Miss
basic.
Candice. She looked good. And wow, surprisingly, Gizelle. I must give it to Gizelle.
Gizelle.
She actually looked half decent.
For the last few outfits that I've seen her in, like in the last night episodes, she was
Yeah.
looking good.
She looked half decent. Like
Like,
Giselle looked, yeah.
and this is a weird question off to the side. And at the showcasing for the pictures that they took for the campaign, she brought some guy with her. Who was that guy? Some black guy.
So
I
apparently
was there
he's her
wondering who the hell was
stylist
there. I was
slash
like,
hairdresser
oh,
from
because I saw when
season
she
one.
got out of the car, he was like pulling her dress down and all that. So I
Yeah.
assumed it was her design or
Yeah, but
but like
he is her stylist. I don't know why he even had on a mic and he was talking in the
right. Why
scene.
was they even there talking?
Exactly,
Yeah.
but it was a mess. But I'm anticipating next week to see what the reunion. I'm not must say the trailer looked
Mm-hmm.
a bit lackluster. It did not give me anything spectacular from the trailer to say, oh, I can't wait for this reunion. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping when I'm actually watching, just like how Married to Medicine, I must say that reunion three parts were good. Like Married to
Mm-hmm.
Medicine reunion for the three parts were good. I didn't feel like okay, this part wasn't really needed or whatever. For this reunion, I'm not sure how much parts it is. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more likely three. I'm hoping that I don't have to be sitting in the first
Yeah, like
part
saying
and be
what is
like,
this?
it's given the trailer because the trailer gave us nothing. So I'm wondering if there was not really much to cover. We saw where Andy started off saying that he's hoping for a resolution. Clearly, there was not a
Mm-hmm.
resolution because Candice decides to bow out. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm seeing what next week brings. Guys, let me know what were your thoughts on the finale, especially the last 10 minutes of the episode. What were your thoughts on the season? Do you have anything else you want to share regarding the entire season, the episode, the
Nah, that's
reunion?
it for me.
That's it.
That is it.
All
Yeah.
right, guys, let me know in the comment section below as well. And also remember, guys, to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We really would appreciate it. And also remember to
Yeah.
share the video with a friend and tell a friend. And we will see you next week as we continue the recap of the reunion for the
Reunion.
Housewives
Yeah.
of Potomac. Bye.
Bye.